Most of us are experiencing some level of sadness as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. And what I wanted to talk about today was whether or not what you're feeling is normal, healthy sadness, or is possibly are you experiencing depression? Because sadness and depression aren't the same thing. And it's important as we monitor our mental health through this coronavirus that we understand the difference between sadness and depression. So sadness is an instinctive emotion. We feel it immediately, instinctively, whenever we either have a loss of someone or something we care about, or when we fear losing someone or something we care about. And it doesn't matter how old you are or what culture you're in. If you experience loss, we're all going to have an immediate sad reaction. Depression, on the other hand, isn't a result of something that has happened to us. It comes from within us. And some people say that, some of the doctors, scientists think it's a combination of biological factors combined with internal factors, the way that we process our emotions, the way we talk to ourselves, the way we process what's happening in the world. So when we are grieving or sad, our thoughts are about what we've lost or what we fear that we're going to lose. It's very much directed about the specific thing that happened. When people are depressed, their thoughts are about their own worth. They often will feel worthless, will feel despair, hopelessness, that there is no purpose in life, that none of this matters. And depressed people don't experience joy, even in situations where they would typically or normally experience joy. They feel flat. So even though depressed people feel sad, not all sad people feel depressed. And the coronavirus is causing all of us to be grieving all at the same time. We've all experienced some level of loss as a result of the coronavirus. So some people have lost jobs, businesses, money. Other people have lost out on events that they were looking forward to, like travel, vacations, weddings. And sometimes the loss that we're all experiencing together is the loss of safety, that loss of movement, of just being able to go about our lives in a carefree way. So we're all experiencing loss. And so if you are feeling sad right now, that is the most healthy, normal, natural way to feel. And if you are feeling sad, it just shows that you are a caring, compassionate person who's very in touch with and aware of what is going on all around the world. But whether you feel a lot of sadness or a little sadness doesn't just depend on what you personally have lost. So there can be people who have lost a great deal but are still feeling mild sadness, and people who maybe haven't lost a lot, whose sadness is much deeper. So what determines that sometimes is, what were you experiencing before all of this happened? Some of you may have already been grieving a loss before this even happened. Some of you may have been going through a divorce. Some of you may have had a health diagnosis for you or someone you love. Some of you may have been caring for elderly parents. There's so many things that could have been going on, causing you a lot of stress and already a lot of grief and loss. And so putting all this coronavirus chaos on top of what you've already been going through is definitely going to make you experience this more intensely than someone who wasn't going through a great deal. So if you are feeling sadness, and it's about what you have lost, please know that that's normal. If you are feeling hopelessness, despair, if you're feeling that life isn't worth living, then please reach out to a professional. And if you're sad, reach out to others. That's typically all we need when we're sad. We don't necessarily need a counselor to talk about our sadness. We need to talk to our friends and family. We need to connect with other people. Sadness is normal and healthy, and we do get through it, and we do get over it. Depression is completely different, and depression can worsen. It can result in loss of quality of life. It can result in loss of life. So as you go through your day, as you connect with different people in various ways, I know it's limited now, but still we do have connection with people. I want you to be sensitive to what other people might be going through. You know, Plato has been credited with saying, be kind, for everyone is fighting a hard battle.